A parent alert tonight. Poison control centers in several states are getting calls about kids using nutmeg to get high. Now, nutmeg is probably in your kitchen right now. I know it's in mine. And now some YouTube videos and websites are instructing people on how to use it to get a, quote, legal buzz. Poison control centers in Utah and Georgia say this isn't new or a huge problem, but they are concerned by the videos and are issuing a general warning. Now, you're not going to ban TV cooking shows or stop baking, so what can we parents do? Joining me now, Top Chef Season 3 contestant and father of 3, Brian Malarkey. Also with us, Tammy Scarcella, an interventionist from A Better Tomorrow. All right, Tammy, give us the facts here now. What happens when these kids start smoking or snorting nutmeg?
Well, you know, snorting and smoking nutmeg, it's kind of like, wow, kids these days, what are they doing? It's right along with what's going on with them smoking spice. They're going to find a way to get high, escape reality. But when they're doing it, it's so critical because they are vomiting, severe headaches. The side effects are horrible with doing this. You know, I think the biggest concern for educating parents is watching your medicine cabinet, of course. But now, you know, we got to lock.
We got to watch the spice rack. Hey, Brian, we got to keep an eye on the spice rack, Brian. What is that all about? That's to me, that just is insane. But I guess kids are going to find a way to do whatever they're going to do. Are you going to be a little careful around the house with the 3 kids? Because you got spices all over the place, don't you?
Oh, I do. I have my kids are so small right now, they're not reaching even above the counters. But, yeah, I had no idea, you know, and I did a little research on this. And, you know, in Malcolm X, his book, he talks about in prisons back in the day, people used to, like, grind up some nutmeg and put it with water. So it does have kind of a side effect that it can give. I'm not a big fan of nutmeg in the first place. I don't use it much in my cooking at all. So, you know, X-Nate, get rid of it. I don't care.
We can do without it.
It's really sad that... I can do without it. I don't need nutmeg in my kitchen. But it's just really sad, and I think that it all really just comes back to the parents taking responsibility. What my parents did was we had dinner. You know, as a chef, I think that was maybe the thing that influenced me the most was getting the family together, sitting around the dinner table, looking each other in the eyes, and knowing what your kids are up to, you know?
Hey, Brian, that is the best advice possible, especially this time of year. And I guess that's why we're hearing about it this time of year, because nutmeg, what do? We throw that in eggnog, right?
Yeah, I don't like the eggnog either. I guess I'm a little opinionated on my food.
So Tammy, are there any signs? I mean, I know there's signs for kids using drugs, but would there be a sign for a kid that maybe is sneaking around the house and grabbing some nutmeg with his friends?
All knocked up on nutmeg, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, parents need to be treating this like any other addiction. I mean, really, you know, you want to look for, if your child is looking for a high at any level, whether it's nutmeg in the spices or in your medicine cabinet, parents need to be watching for those signs of withdrawing from the family, isolating. You know, the headaches and nausea are a big thing with the nutmeg. Make sure you're watching them to see if they're chronic headaches and nausea. But it's the same signs.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I was young, it was always that vanilla extract. I knew something about that we were supposed to stay away from it, so now it's that and the nutmeg.